Dr. Kim, good morning to you.
Morning, Colby. Happy Friday.
Man, it is a great Friday. I'm excited to talk about our topic of sex today. We've talked about listening. We've
Yep.
talked about pursuing, and today just kind of a fun, I think it's a great story that you share, and that's about smelling good and how important it is for a man to smell good during sex. So I want to welcome everybody. Thanks for
Yep.
joining us today. How's
Yeah.
your weekend?
Yeah, it's been a good week. Always, good. Just all of us are in this it's not new anymore, is it? I mean, what we're living right now is just us. It's kind of where we are in this stage of life, season of life that we're all in. And it's just interesting talking to people and how it affects different people different ways. And in marriages, I'm talking to a lot of people about that. And then how can they continue to, we did a lot of stuff early on in COVID of how to grow your marriage through this and helping people, encourage them to be consistent through that. If you're around each other more, use those opportunities to grow your marriage, not to figure out how you can fight,
Really great opportunities for maybe just to step back and look at things from a different perspective too.
Yeah. And I think when it's like this and there's so much unknown, I think you just kind of have to continue to maybe every week kind of assess where are we and what do we need to do this week that's going to make our marriage better. And I think if you do that, you'll look back after this season and say, that was horrible. We grew our marriage through that thing. And I think you can.
Yeah. You should be using it for this time to get better. Like, how do you improve and not utilize this time just to wallow in self, whatever it is, fear and load, but how do you get better every single day?
And how to encourage each other, learning more about each other. And okay, how do I encourage Nancy today? She's kind of down about something. So how do I encourage her? How does she encourage me? And so good time to study your spouse a little bit more.
Agreed. I think that's good.
And so, which brings us to studying about our spouse and sex.
Yeah. How do you prove in one of those? Tell them the story about
our trip that we took. So Nancy and I took a trip on I think it was 25th anniversary. And so we went to this cool Caribbean place, beautiful place, all this kind of stuff. First day we're kind of on the beach and we're getting ready to go in for lunch and
you're wearing Speedo probably too, right?
Do what?
The Speedo. Did you have your American flag Speedo on that day?
No, I had my green one.
Okay.
We were in a foreign country, so I didn't wear my American flag one. I'm not telling the story now. Anyway, so we're going in to lunch and starts raining. And so the guy says, well, after lunch, there's a little mall here to go through. So we went to this little mall and so here's this store that's like a cologne perfume store. And I hate to go in those because it always gets sprayed down by Nancy. So she gets me to go inside this thing. So at the men's counter, and there's like thousands of different colognes. I don't know how many she sprayed on me. And then she finally found one that she liked. And so we bought it. So the story is I wore that whole week, and it was probably the most romantic week we've had since our honeymoon, probably more romantic than our honeymoon because Nancy got sick on our honeymoon. So it was really good. And so I've worn that cologne every day since then. The problem is I think there were some other factors that made that week so great that I'm still not ready to acknowledge, like being away, like they have no distractions, like a beautiful beach and all that kind of stuff. But cologne can be important. And from that, I would say, let your wife pick out your cologne. Don't worry about getting sprayed down because she's the one who really smells it. You don't. And, if I were to pick something out, don't tell them what I'd pick. Something, it might smell like a dirty horse or something, but I thought that's so cool because I love riding horses, and she's going to go, no, don't wear that. So I think if you're going to wear a cologne, and I think most of our wives like us too. If your wife doesn't, then don't wear it. But if she doesn't, let her go pick it out. You pick it out together. Let her spray it on you, smell it. That's kind of fun unless there's 1,000 different bottles.
Yeah. Which a great point of that also is that how different men and women like when it comes to sex, what's important to us when it comes to sex. And men, we can, like you say, it's just like, hey, if you're just breathing and we will desire you. Women, there's always more of a process, and smelling good, pursuing and listening, all that really resonates deeply with a woman's heart. So I think that's just a great and great illustration.
We don't really care how they smell. That's, in fact, maybe our sense of smell goes off at that time. I don't know, but no. But I think those are the kind of things that we have to realize that are important to her. And I think it goes back. If you do that and let her pick out a cologne that you're wearing and she wants you to wear, you've listened to her, you've valued what she thinks, all that helps too. And then you smell good and she likes that. And that usually is good. You're doing something good for her and good for your marriage. And hopefully it helps your sex life be better.
That's good. Just a bottle of cologne, not much, not like but it's just a bottle of cologne. It really makes
and some are kind of expensive. But some of the things last forever. It's not like you're pouring, if you're pouring a whole lot of it on you, you're using too much anyway. You're going to have people walking away from you just in the mall or wherever you are.
And I love the fact that she's a part of that. She's choosing what she likes the most. That's what smell good. So
yeah, process, so do you have one that Amanda's picked out for you?
Nope, I haven't done that yet. I do have one already, and she hasn't complained about it, so I've just been rocking it. But it hasn't necessarily I don't think it's something that she's like, ooh, that's
yeah. So, that's what you just said. There's what you're looking for. It's when you go there and she's spraying and she goes, ooh, then this is mine. Okay, thanks, honey.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's good. It's always this kind of this kid smell on me, or dirty diaper smell on me. So something I need to take more, make it a priority and go and pick out something good.
So with 6 kids, you've had the throw up down your back thing before, probably many times, right?
Oh yeah.
Because I had it a few times with just 2 kids, so I can imagine. And that's one of the, that's a good one.
That's the worst thing, especially when you're holding them over your head and they.
Yeah.
That's bad. It's that'll make you upchuck a little bit. Anyway, good stuff today.
It is.
Again, thanks for sharing and thanks for just taking time this week to all of you to listen and be a part of it.
Absolutely. We love having you guys. Better Men Podcast. If you haven't checked that out, check that out. Where do you listen to podcasts? We're on the Awesome Marriage website. It's there. And this week we're talking. Oh, actually, what are we talking about this month? I don't know what August is, but
August.
It's a really good top.
It was so.
Marriage is August. July is a great topic. You need to listen. I need to go listen because I forgot what the topic is. So I'm going to go do that. You guys have a great weekend.
And don't be an okay man.
Be a better man.
We'll see y'all.
Okay.